With the recent announcement of
Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
My mind has been restless thinking about how beautiful this game is going to be, what new features and game modes it'll include, and most importantly, what the roster is going to be looking like. And within this weeaboo brainstorming, a creeping nightmare started to stir within the depths of my mind. I mean, it's great to imagine all the new stuff that's going to be added to the game, but what will the game not include?
Hey! No! Stop! Just calm down!
And that's why I decided to make this video, not for the potential monetary gain, and to ride the hype train that this game has created, but to address what I believe must at least be mandatory in this new installment to revive the Tenkaichi series. So without further ado, this is the top 5 features Budokai Tenkaichi 4 must have! Also, please subscribe and all that good stuff. Number 1 is something that most, if not all, Bandai games seem to be allergic to, and that's crossplay. There's no excuse in today's modern era that crossplay shouldn't be implemented into every game out there. I get that Bandai wants to make all the money they can by selling individual copies for each system, but not having crossplay usually ends up dividing the player base and the game dropping off very quickly. I cannot tell you the amount of friends that I have that I want to play Tekken, Xenoverse, and Elden Ring with, but I can't because Bandai doesn't know how to program a f***ing game! Bro, if you thought the Xenoverse scene was dead on Xbox, wait until you see the PC port of the game. It's a literal freaking ghost town. Crossplay would be such an amazing way to bring the community together, rather than system locking everyone. Number 2 is character variety. What? Hold up, before you type a mile-long essay telling me how Tenkaichi 3 had over 3 billion characters, let me explain myself. See this combo of Gokus? Pretty neat, huh? Now look at this combo of Vegetas, and Piccolo, and Krillin, and Cyber. You get my point here? If you know how to do one combo with a character, you basically know how to do that combo across the whole freaking roster. Yeah, the combos are cool and flashy, but once I seen it on over half the roster in the game, it kinda gets redundant. And not to bash the older games either, they were just simply a product of their time. I wasn't expecting a game that released in 2007 to have varying combos on over 100 plus characters. But I don't see a reason not to have unique combo strings in a modern day Tenkaichi game. I mean, Xenoverse did it, kind of. And as clunky as the combat is in that game, I'd much rather have that than seeing a Cyberman do the same exact combo as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Number 3, customization. Look, I don't care if we get custom characters. I could literally give 2 sensu f***s about that shit. Leave those monkey f***s in Xenoverse. The customization I'm referring to is the likes of pre-existing cast characters, such as changing their movesets, their clothing, their aura color, and stats. Tenkaichi 3 had a very balanced system when it came to customization. Yeah, you could boost Broly's attack by 3, but at the cost of taking up all his custom slots. Meanwhile, I'll sit over here with my critical stat boosted Tien and spam fucking Tri-Beam till the higher dragons come home! So yeah, maybe customization was a little broken in Tenkaichi 3. But who the hell cares? If these neckbeard sweatlords don't like it, they can just ban it in tournaments. And if they do happen to go the route of giving us custom characters, please just go all out. None of this limited shit. I don't want to run into Mr. Gohan cut number 5 fucking Gorillion out here. And for the love of God, please add physics to Capes and Tails, Bandai!
What the hell is this?
Number 4, more NonZ representation. Alright, I can't be the only one that wants to play as the Par brothers. Look, I get that Z is great and people have wild nostalgia for it, but I am just sick and tired of playing through the same story beats, hearing the same voice lines, and fighting the same characters. If I see Raditz take a beam through his chest one more time, I think I'll go mad. Just imagine, if OG Dragon Ball, GT, Heroes, Gohanverse, and Super got more representation in this game, that would be just simply phenomenal. You know how much those old heads love original Dragon Ball? Remember how everyone was hype when Kid Goku got announced for Fighters? The Power Pole, Nimbus, Bulma Snatch! The people love that shit, man! And finally, number 5, team battles. I don't know how exactly team battles are going to be handled in this newer game. If they're going to be like the older games and having a tag team based mechanic, or be like the newer titles and having your team fight alongside you in real time, or if they're even going to bother with team battles in the first place, which honestly would be a major disappointment. Forming your Dragon Ball Dream Team and having a 30-minute battle with my friends was definitely one of the highlights of my childhood. Honestly, if they skip over team battles, that might just be a deal breaker. That and the crossplay. And while we're on the topic of team battles, please bring back DP battles or destruction point battles. To give you a brief summary for all you uncultured oolongs out there, you basically formed a team based off power levels, and the more OP a character was, the more they cost to put on your team. And with Bandai actually being able to implement updates in a newer Tenkaichi game, I can see them making constant changes to the balancing of the characters, altering how many points they would take to put on the team. I don't know, it'd just be a nice system so you won't run into a 5-stack team of El Hermanos every time you go online. And with that, that's the top 5 features I think the game must include to be a worthy successor to the Tenkaichi bloodline. I could think of a little more, but those are really just nitpicks and I don't really think they deserve to be on the list. Besides, most people are just worried about adding Hit and El Blanco to the game, but if you ask me, I'd rather have a more user-friendly functioning game opposed to having an inflated roster with Goku being 60% of it. But yeah, that's the list. Tell me what you think about it and what you would like to see down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and check out some of my other content. And lastly, for my regular viewers that know I don't usually upload stuff like this, don't worry my children, I'm cooking up something just for you. I just thought I'd make this video in the meantime to try to grow a little bit, hopefully maybe. Anyways, I'll see y'all on the next one.